Hello everyone and welcome to Proan Gaming with your host Proan. I'd like to let you all know that this video will a little bit be a rant slash a review for the company DigitalStorm. This company built my computer back in 2014 and within 2 years later we've had a lot of issues together. For a computer that costs like $1,500, this shouldn't be an issue. However, let's begin. Earlier on this year, I started streaming. As you may know if you followed my streams early on in the year, I was doing it on a weekly basis. I was doing some streams, and during my dying light in March, the computer decided to shut itself off. I then later found out this is due to overheating of the CPU, and I contacted DigitalStorm to get it replaced on the warranty. So, what happened during this process between May 3rd and beginning of, mid of March? A month and a half of lots of calls, ask them what's going on, a lot of following up, being told that it was my graphics card, apparently the fan had gone out, and then the motherboard was bad, and nothing to do with the CPU at all, or the cooler. So yeah, anyway, lots of that going on. I was told that my card, it was the, back then it was the 290X, even though now the 490 just come out. But anyway, so I had to wait 6 weeks for that, but then I was asking them, can I upgrade and stuff like that. And, I pretty much wanted the computer back for Overwatch weekend, which I did. However, it didn't work, to my surprise. I got the 390X put in. I had upgraded RAM, just to change the RAM out to complete new RAM. Apparently the motherboard was changed out, however, I believe not to be the case. So, what happened? Well, 3rd of May arrived, the computer posted for part 1 of my review. You can check it out on proansworld.com. It's DigitalStorm Review Part 1. And loaded it up. Well, I barely loaded it up because the computer shut straight off again. The water cooling was making, water noises, which isn't often the case, especially with this new unit. I've not heard the water noise at all. So, yeah, that was a surprise. But the computer kept shutting off again due to overheating. So, what the frack happened? Well, later find out that it was hitting temperatures of 88 degrees Celsius, which was like almost 200 or around about 200 degrees Fahrenheit. For those living across the world, that should cover both bases. So, what happened from here? Well, I had to send back the freaking computer once again. So, it's been now March, and now I'm sending it back in May. So, this is already 2 months I've been waiting for this computer to be fixed, and still the issues consist, and no one's looked at the CPU or the cooler yet. So, I've been trying to contact my guy who's working on the computer, David. Now, he had a lot of health issues going on, so the company was replacing him with other people while he was away on medical, and that's why I had issues. David was fantastic, and it's unfortunate he's not with the company anymore because he was the best part of the company, pretty much, with what I've dealt with. I've dealt with so many people in that company, and there was one customer service person who was really good, and then David himself, who was the tech working on the computer. Those two were supremely awesome. They literally made me stay with the company because I was literally gonna throw everything in the bin because I was getting aggravated with this. I was getting real pissed off with the computer not working still, and 2 months with nothing still on the warranty is pretty poor. So it's been sent back May 3rd. Well, it took them a week to get the right shipping label, so it was shipped back around the 10th or so. And then, from that point, again, it was a bunch of freaking calling them and finding out what the heck is going on. What are they doing to fix it and all that. I was told that they were backed up, and I was like, whoa, my computer was in there since March, so I should get a priority system in there. But, yeah, and then it wasn't until I get an email from David letting me know, like, hey, I know you've been trying to contact us, I thought I'd reach out to you. He was on medical leave still at this point, and yeah, he still was trying to go above and beyond to let me know like what's going on, and keep me up to date with how much as he could with what's going on in the computer, because no one else in the company was. So what's the deal with that? I have no clue. But I went on their Facebook, I was writing the messages on there, I was writing their email, I was giving them calls, voicemails, but nothing. It literally was like cat and dog. I was just trying to chase them around to get answers of what's going on with my computer. Well, later on, they then changed out because I had to ask them to upgrade the CPU cooler. Maybe it was something to do with that. That's what we had suspicion with. Well, David has a suspicion it was the CPU, but every time they looked at it, they said it was fine. Which, we'll see. Anyway, so, we replaced the CPU cooler, everything was going well. Then David goes on medical leave again when he came back. So someone else got hold of it. Now, when David was doing the stress test, they do like a over 20-hour stress test though. And from there, what happened was someone else took over and they told me everything was good. And I said to them, I want to have a stress test of over 20 hours. I want to make sure this thing's good when I get it back, because at this point it was coming out of the warranty. And despite it being a problem in the warranty, I don't want to have any issues going out of this. So this was a big issue with the warranty with DigitalStorm. They made a great computer and all, but many years down, a couple of years down the line, the warranty, when it had to be relied on, it was stinks. And I probably wouldn't go back to DigitalStorm, especially with the warranty. I'm not going to rely on them for that. However, so computer passed a stress test somehow, but it did, and came back. So as soon as it comes back, I'm using the computer for maybe about 4 hours, and my internet goes out. I don't know why, just internet's boom, gone. Changed it to Ethernet. I'm using the Ethernet on the cable on different computers, different laptops. Everything's working fine, internet's going fine, wireless is fine, but it's not going on my computer. So what happened was the Ethernet NIC went out. Now, I finally got hold of someone else who responds, called Alex. Apparently he's one of the managers up there in DigitalStorm. He actually responds, which is thankful for that, because despite not doing anything, at least he was responding to me. But he offered me a card that I said would be nice to have, and then nothing happened about that, so thanks for nothing on that one. And from there, other things started happening. I just started having no display drivers, or no signal on my monitors. Both of them went out. I'm using a DVI on one, and I'm using a HDMI on the other. Well, both of them went out at the same time, and other times it was like after playing games and stuff like that. And it got to a point when I couldn't even load the computer up because it was saying no signal. And the company took forever to get back to me about this. And they were like, well, maybe you should reseat the graphics card and all. But prior to that, I found out that on a YouTube video, just like this one, I found out that you had to remove the RAM and reseat the RAM, and that's what fixed the problem. And so far, everything has been going very well. But for a RAM just to be dislodged like that, it seems very odd. So I'm not sure what the company was playing at. And then tell me what the graphics card, it could be an issue with the graphics card. Like, you just put this graphics card in, like, it's had about 10 hours use. So how can it be a graphics card issue? Like, that baffles my mind. Anyway, so that's what they said, and then since then I've not heard anything back from them since I fixed it myself. So, you know, they don't really do much when it's on the warranty, and when you're asking them questions because it's lifetime customer support, they just do a shoddy job. They just pretty much run you around in circles until they either can find something cheap enough or they get you a knockoff, because apparently they use not brand new stuff, they use refurbished or used products, and they try and fix it up for the next person. This is not on. So DigitalStorm, from 2 years ago, from my first review, from my standards back then, they were a great company, but whatever's happened to them now, they have seriously gone downhill. They have tons of people coming back with warranty claims, they have people coming back like, what's going on with my RMA? Because the shoddy products is getting sent out, and everyone's going back and like, look, you need to fix this, I paid a lot of money for it. So this is pretty much, you know, my little rant. As I said, I calmed down a lot, and I'm trying to process what's going through for this updated review. But that's pretty much what's been going on my computer, and that's why my streams and my channel has been very inconsistent, because the computer has been having a hard time, and it's becoming very difficult to even know if or not it's going to be working day to day, because new things keep happening. But seriously, right now everything is going okay. I don't want to jinx anything, but DigitalStorm, they need to buck their ideas up, and they seriously have lost a customer with me, because after their customer support, after David left and all, has been utterly poor. Alex, yes, you replied to me, but seriously, you tell me to do something and I fix it already and you close the ticket on me? Like, no, stay with me, and if anything happens, you know, follow up with that, because I may have fixed something and then something else could be broken. But anyway, this is just becoming a rambling rant, and I want to wrap things up. So thanks a lot for watching, everyone. You've been awesome. Stay tuned for some potential Pokemon Go gameplay videos and all. That will be coming up. And don't forget, 20 subscribers, that's what we're trying to hit for that Legion giveaway in August. Thanks a lot, everyone, and I will see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye!